What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph. You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're going back to Kate Bush. Yes, indeed, Kate Bush fans feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbity bop, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Michael Clark, and Michael wanted to see me react to this. It is Kate Bush with a tune called Running Up That Hill. Now, have I heard this song before? Full disclosure, yes, I have. This is where things are gonna get a little slippery on the slope. I've done a reaction to this song already by Kate Bush and David Gilmour. They performed this song together. Now, I was given this as a request well after that happened, so I don't know what this video is. I'm hoping, at the very least, I'm hoping this is a live performance, because if this is a studio recording, there's really not a whole lot I can do with that, because I've already done a reaction to it before on the channel. So I really don't know what we're gonna get here. I'm really hoping for a live performance. I really am. We'll have to, because then at least then I could do a reaction to the live performance, the visual, you know. But the song itself, the song on its own, it's not gonna be a factor here. So I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't looked at the video. I don't cheat like that, guys. I have the link. I download it, and I don't even look at the download. I just throw it out here. So, hopefully we have a live performance. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Let's see. This was posted by Hans1234. Okay. And the video has 5.8 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Kate Bush, Running Up That Hill, 1985. Doesn't say anything about live. Please let this be a live performance. Please, please, please. I guess here we go. We'll have to watch and see. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Woo. So we have a live performance, clearly, thank goodness. So I'm going to put my disclaimer here. I'm not going to be reacting to the song at all in any way, shape, or form, because I've already done a reaction to the song. It's back there somewhere on the channel somewhere. And if you want to know what I thought about the song, you can go watch that reaction, check it out, and you'll hear what I have to say about the song on its own. I am basing this completely. The only thing I can react to, evaluate, and score is the live performance, the visuals, what we see, stage presence, stage energy, stage interaction, crowd interaction, showmanship, production. You know, this is what we're looking for, okay? Not what we're hearing, what we're seeing. Please keep that in mind. Okay, let's keep going here. Okay, so we got blocking. Okay, well, I have my suspicions. But I don't have any concrete evidence. I suspect this is a lip sync job. And I have my reasons for saying this. Now I want you to understand though that everything I'm going to be talking about here is based on speculation. I don't have any concrete evidence to support, the argument that this is a lip sync job. Okay. It's very possible that this is a live performance with a lot of track usage. So I'm going to point the things out that are kind of throwing up red flags, and you all can, make your own conclusions. You all can pick up your own decisions, your own minds on what I'm seeing and what I'm observing. Okay. So red flag number one, the only person on that stage that has a microphone is her. She's it. Okay. Now, we're hearing backing vocals. We're hearing call and response vocals. We're hearing harmonizations, but nobody on that stage has a microphone but her. Can that be done? Yes, it can be done with track usage. Okay. This looks like 80s, maybe early 90s. Track usage was a thing. It could be done in a live setting. Absolutely. Okay. So that's a possibility. Now, red flag number two. We see a drummer playing a single, I'm not even sure if that's a snare or not. It might just be a tom. I don't know. I can't tell. I can't see the bottom of the drum to see if there are snares on the bottom. It's possible there are. You know, it's very possible. But here's the thing. I hear kick drum. I hear that kick drum on the downbeat of 1 and on 3. I hear the kick. And not only on the kick, but just very recently, we heard toms. We heard electric toms, electric drums, you know, doing on the tom patch, doing a tom roll. I don't see any drummer other than him. This guy right here with a single drum. Can you explain to me how a guy with a single drum can do a tom roll? Can't be done. It's impossible. But now again, track? Could it be track? Yeah, it could be. It could be. He could be playing live along with the track. Absolutely. It can be done. Okay? The vocals are very clean for a live setting. The microphone's not picking up any background noise, outside noise, and she is singing perfectly on pitch. Can that be done in a live setting? Absolutely it can. Sure. No problem. The other red flag for me is the fact that this is being done, apparently, from the looks of things, from the production, the lighting, and the audience and everything else. Something tells me this is for television. And for those of you that have been watching my channel for any amount of time, you know how I've explained many times how television works. Television production time costs on average anywhere from 6 to 10 times more to do a television production than it does studio time. Okay? Television studios don't have that kind of money to burn. They just don't. So very often, I'm not saying all the time, but very often, especially if you're doing like an award show or some sort of a variety show or something of that line, quite often television studios will force bands to lip sync. Whether the bands want to or not is irrelevant. The television studios will say, it's our show, it's our dime, we're paying for this, go out and lip sync. And the bands have a choice. They can either go out there and lip sync and get paid, or they could say, no, keep your integrity, but they're not going to appear on the show. Trust me, the television production crew and the television production company, they can find another band like that. Any other band that's willing to play ball. So this may or may not be a lip sync job. Like I said, I have my suspicions. I see red flags, but I don't have any concrete evidence to support it. It could very well be a live performance with a lot of track usage. It's very possible. So I'll keep watching. If I find any concrete evidence, believe me, I'll show you. But as it stands right now, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say it's a live performance. Okay? But I'm still watching like a hawk. Found my evidence. This is a lip sync job. Okay. Well, I found evidence. I want you to take a real close look at the bass player's input jack right here. There should be a cord going into that. A 1/4-inch plug. There's no 1/4-inch plug. And from what I can tell, there's no 1/4-inch plug going into the guitar either. So they're not playing live. Guitar and bass are not playing live. This is a lip sync job. Even better. Okay, well, live show doesn't matter now. They're not playing live. And listen, before anybody blames Michael for this, listen, I don't know what kind of credentials Michael has as a musician. He may not have any. So he may have been fooled. Just like 98% of the people who watch this, they're going to be fooled because they don't know what to look for. Okay? Most people don't. I'm willing to bet out of every 100 people watching this video, I'm willing to bet 98 of them do not know what to look for in a lip sync job. They don't know. They don't have the knowledge. They don't have the experience. They don't have the caliber. Okay? So before everybody gets mad at Michael, understand that he is probably oblivious to this just like 98% of people are. Okay? Only reason I know is because I've been in the industry so long. And I look for things like this. And I find them. So don't get mad at Michael, okay? This was his request. This is what he wanted. Leave it at that. All right, let's just let this run out. Man, talk about lazy production. Nice instruments. And not being really utilized. Let's see if they do. Let's see if they do the digital. Let's see if they do the linear fade. Let's see if they do the linear fade on this. If they do, if they pull a linear fade, you know, on the playback, I'm gonna laugh so hard. Oh my God. That, you're not fooling anybody, guys. Give me a break. Well, at least they didn't use the linear fade. Yeah, no. Nah, you're not fooling anybody. Look, that's some of the laziest production I've ever seen from a television studio. They could have at least put a cable into the input jack on the instruments. They could have at least done that. Run the cable into the guy's back pockets, you know? At least try to make it look like they're plugged in. Man. Okay. This is going to be a short review. I promise you, because they're, yeah, you know what? No, I'm not going to tell you. You'll see. You'll see. I promise. I already know everything I'm going to say. Let's just transition over. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it very briefly. Well, there you go, folks. That was Kate Bush with Running Up That Hill. This was a request from Michael Clark. Okay. Before I go any further, let me just once again reiterate the disclaimer that I had at the beginning. I've heard this song before. I've done a reaction to this song before. It's way back on the channel back there. I did a reaction to a performance of Kate Bush performing this song live along with David Gilmour. So I've heard the song before. I've reacted to the song, I evaluated the song, and I gave the song a score. Like I said, back on the channel somewhere, just go search for it. I promise you'll find it. So I can't take the song into account. As a result of that, I could only evaluate the live performance that we saw. And as we're going to talk about, there was really nothing to evaluate, and you'll see what I mean. let's get to this, and let's make this as short and painless as we possibly can. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give that no score. Okay, so it's not good, it's not bad, it's just there's no score here. And let me tell you why.
Why?
If you were watching the video, you already know. This was a lip sync job, clearly. I mean, it's painfully obvious after closer examination. This was absolutely a lip sync job from start to finish. I took a look at the quote unquote live show. First thing that screamed into my mind was this is a television broadcast. This is for a television show. It might be some kind of variety show, might be some kind of an award show. I'm not 100% sure, but it's definitely for some type of television show because there were television cameras everywhere, spotlights everywhere, and that is a dead giveaway for television production. That's number one. Number two, watching everything happening on stage, there were just certain things that were not lining up. Things like hearing a lot of backing vocals and harmonizations when only one person on the stage had a microphone. Nobody else did. Nobody else was singing. It was just her. And I'm sorry, I don't care how talented of a vocalist you are. Nobody is capable of splitting their voice into 3-part harmonies, all singing in perfect 3-part harmonies by themselves. That's impossible. It cannot be done. So that's number one. Number two, as I was showing, the drumming was a dead giveaway. The drummer sitting here playing a single drum, and yet we're hearing toms, and we're hearing kick drum, and we only see one drum being utilized. Again, that cannot be done unless you're using heavy track usage. Obviously that works. Same thing with the vocals, heavy track usage. Obviously that works. Everything else could be live, sure. But then I looked closer and I saw that the bass was not plugged into anything. The guitar was not plugged into anything. And just to satisfy my curiosity, after I, said I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it, I went and watched the video at the beginning just a little bit, and the keyboard also was not plugged into anything. So no instruments were plugged in. None. Okay? So how in the world is that going to work? There's only one thing that can be said at that point. Lip sync job. Just to further my curiosity and further satisfy my curiosity, I went and I got the studio track for this song and I listened to it, and I listened to about 10-15 seconds. Then I listened to 10-15 seconds of this video. Then I went and listened to the studio track for another 10-15 seconds, and I listened to this video again for another 10-15 seconds. Guys, it's the exact same. There is no difference. This was a flat out lip sync job, which means there's no live performance. There is no stage presence. There is no stage energy. There is no stage interaction. There's no crowd interaction. There's no showmanship because it's all fake. 100%. So that's why I'm not giving it a score, guys. I'm not. If I were to give this a score, it would be you don't want to know. So I'm just going to be nice and I'm going to say no score. And in closing, I'm just going to reiterate this. Before everybody starts blaming Michael Clark for this, before everybody starts pointing the fingers at him, guys, I'm willing to bet he didn't know. I'm willing to bet not. 98% of people who watch this channel are not musicians. They're not in the entertainment industry. They don't know what to look for, okay? So he was probably fooled, just like 98% of people who watched that video were fooled, okay? I just happen to be in the industry. I happen to know what to look for. I happen to see the things that you look for, and I said, clearly, lip sync job. Maybe by watching videos like mine, that will point these things out, it might give people a little bit of knowledge and a little bit of insight so that when they're watching their next favorite TV show, they might look for these things and they might see the same things, and then they won't be fooled anymore. It's possible. I hope so. And I know people are going to go, well, you're killing the magic of television. No, I'm not killing the magic of television. I'm showing people reality, and I'm showing people the truth, okay? I'm not trying to spoil television for you guys. I'm not. If you want to stay oblivious, stay oblivious. Don't listen to what I say. But for those of you that do want to be educated, who do want to look for the things that I look for and be able to look at things, you know, from the perspective of someone who knows things in the industry, then take heed to my words and look for yourself. You know, find those issues on your favorite live television shows. See if they're lip syncing or not. And if they're not, great. And if they are, now you know and you can't be fooled. So anyway, no score for this. Sorry, folks, but I can't do it. Final score, final word, final say, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.